Okay, good morning. Happy Friday. We will be getting started here in just a minute. We've got a few announcements. I thought I'd come on a few minutes early and do the announcements so that we can get going with some morning fun, get our Friday started out right so that we can finish this last work day and get to our weekends. It's pretty exciting here in Missouri this weekend because we are working towards a few steps to get back to normal. So my understanding is in Missouri, at least the governor has said Monday, businesses can resume opening under certain conditions. So it'll be interesting to see how people react, whether they are cautious or whether they're crazy. I kind of expect it to be crazy, but we shall see. I don't go out to the stores that much, even when we don't have a quarantine, so it hasn't been hugely different for me. The big difference for me has been the lockdown of no travel for work. So I haven't had to travel, which has been very good for my schedule. So I guess I should check here real quick to make sure I can be heard. So Brian or anyone else that's in the room, if you could give me a thumbs up or say that the sound sounds okay. I see Mel Nettie coming in here. Looking for a thumbs up to make sure it sounds good. And then we will get going into the announcements. Lily Gypsy Child, Mel Nettie coming over from BB, Beyond Beauty 3. Thanks for coming over. We're just getting ready to get started, talking about our schedule for this morning. We're going to do a few announcements here, talk about the new games this morning, and we'll play some punchlines, facts, falsies, and fiction, paparazzi, trivia bingo, end with some mad gab, and then do a channel raid. Hey, Stardim, thanks for coming in. All right, so let's get right to those announcements. Let me go ahead and share my other screen here real quick and walk through what we're going to be doing in May for those of you that may have missed Wednesday night. So in May, we're basically going to continue our same schedule, 8 a.m. Mondays, 7:30 p.m. Wednesdays, 8 a.m. Fridays. You're going to earn points just like we did last month. We've got some exciting new games, facts, falsies, and fiction, which some of you may have played. We'll be playing that today. Paparazzi, which is all about pets. We'll also play a couple of those. And a trivia bingo, which is basically playing our same trivia, except expanding it beyond music. And there'll still be points for each answer outside of the bingo, but there's also a bingo board that's basically our super prize or super contest for the month that gives you 25 points versus 1 point towards the prizes. Games we played last month. Punchlines. And for this month, we're actually changing it up for how we're paying out the prizes. We wanted to get back to making sure we could support our charities. Some of the prize money I felt was kind of taken away from what we had budgeted to support some charities. So what we're going to do is we're going to give an element to each person that wins a gift card, but it's going to be a smaller amount, and then we're going to give the larger amount to a selected charity, one of our selected charities from our website or our podcast. So please take a moment to check out our charities partners on our website, as well as those that we've featured in our podcast, which you can also get to on our website. And so for this month, the highest point total for May is going to basically donate an amount equal to all of our watch hours for this month divided by 10. So last month we had around 600 watch hours. Hopefully we'll push it up closer to 1,000 this month. So we'll be somewhere between $60 and $100 donated to their selected charity partner. And they'll also receive a $25 gift card. And B and C are basically the same. Same amount would go to the charities, but they'll get a $10 gift card or a $5 gift card. And then once again, we're doing the attendance prizes. So make sure if you're in the room, you send a comment like I'm here, or you make sure you make a comment so that I can see you. I see quite a few people coming in here. I got Scott Jacobs. I've got Uncle Lisa, Rants with Rogers, Meant to Be RVing. So I see all of you guys, and I'm also changing the tracking of the points until after the session, so it doesn't slow us down. So afterwards, we'll go back, put on all of those attendance points, put it all on the points you got correct from the trivia, so that we can keep things flowing on these sessions. And then we're changing the giveaways. The random giveaways we're going to do once a week. We're just going to do on our Wednesday nights, but we're going to do two. We're going to do one on our feature premiere. Each time we have a feature premiere, which I'll explain to those to you later in the announcements here. They're on Mondays and Fridays. So we'll do one on comments based on the Monday and one on comments based on the Friday, but we'll do those both on the Wednesday night session for the premieres the week before. Okay. So I think that takes us through our new games in May. And I don't see anybody new in. I think I've said hello to everybody this morning. So let me stop sharing there and let's get back to our agenda. And tomorrow is my wife's birthday. So we're going to take a nice motorcycle ride. It's going to be beautiful here. Get her some frozen custard. I'm looking forward to it. What's everybody else doing this weekend? Okay. For our agenda today, we've got announcements. We'll finish up with some announcements here, and then we'll get started right into the punchlines. First, we actually kicked off our May games on our Wednesday night. We actually got a sneak peek into them, so you can see this is what I'm tracking, the sessions attended, and the points totals. So we're not doing them times 10 this month. We're just doing 1 point for correct answers for the most part. So you can see here a few people got some early answers on Wednesday night, and we will continue that today. And then on Monday's session, I will update the points total. Good morning, RV Ashes in April. Thanks for coming in. So we just went over the attendance and points review. As I mentioned, we've got a new live schedule. I'll just put that below on a banner for a few minutes so anybody that's new joining and isn't familiar with our schedule will be aware of when we are playing. I'll put this up there as well. We also have a new video premiere schedule that I just mentioned, Monday AM. So on Monday AM at 7:45 Central Time, 8:45 Eastern Time, you'll see our next dog focus video, which will be Meet Priscilla. Make sure you take a watch with that or leave a comment as early as possible because we'll be doing a drawing on that by Wednesday. So you've got Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to take a look at that. And we'll be doing a drawing based on those comments. And then we also have one tonight at 8:30 Central Time, 9:30 Eastern Time. That'll be our travel feature video, and that will be another drawing for next Wednesday. So make sure you go watch that. Set your reminder to go watch that premiere tonight, and hopefully chat with us on there. And then we also have lunch and learn sessions on Thursday. We had one yesterday. So we suspect we'll have another one next Thursday, but due to Aron and my schedule, we may have to move those around a little bit. And we did get some new stickers. So let me bring my screen up here and I'll show you our new sticker. So here's our new sticker. Thanks to the channels that have sent us a few stickers. We'll be getting some back out in the mail. I know we got Meant to Be RVing's sticker out in the mail yesterday. If you would like to send us one of your stickers or request one of these stickers, just send us an email at contact@pawseffect.com, PAWZEFFECT.com. And YouTube community violation, I won't spend much time on that. So we did get one because we left our dogs at home and we had some cameras on them. Somebody evidently complained animal cruelty that we left our dogs at home, but I disputed it and they never responded, but they put the video back up. So I assume I've won that dispute. I'm still waiting for the explanation of why it was taken down in the first place. Okay, without further ado, let's get to punchlines. Okay, so the way this works with punchlines, we're looking for what this punchline was, basically. You can see the meme on the screen where this little cute puppy is telling the senior dog or the older dog a joke, and the other dog looks real enthused about it. He says, "Did you hear about the dog who gave birth at the side of the road. And there's some type of punchline here. And so we're looking for answers of the punchline. A nice thing about this is you don't have to be first to get the answer. I'm going to set the timer. And I encourage you to answer, because even if you don't know the correct answer, if you have something creative, I give a point for that. If you have the exact answer or close to the exact answer, closest to the exact answer, you get 2 points. So you get double the points. So let me go ahead and start the timer. We'll let it run for about 90 seconds. Let's see what kind of punchlines we get in here for this. And go. Good morning, Star Dim. I'm not sure if I said hi to you earlier. Sorry I missed you. And we will go give this punchline in just about 60 seconds or so. So make sure you put some answers in on what you think this says. Did you hear about the dog who gave birth at the side of the road? What would be the punchline for this joke? These are easy points. You don't even have to be right. You just have to be creative. Still no answers coming in. Hopefully the chat's not froze. Philip Erb, new to the... She got a ticket for littering. That's a good one. I like that. Got about 15 seconds left here. We've got It Was Trying to Get to the Other Side, and they had to paw. They had to pause the traffic. That is creative. I like that one a lot. All right, time's up here. Let's go ahead and get to the answer. Let me take that off so we can see it. There we go. She was ticketed for littering. So we have a absolutely correct answer. So Philip's going to get 2 points for that. One point for B and D crafts, Brian. Uncle Lisa gets 1 point for that, even though it's fantastically creative. Littering was what I had. All right, we're going to give you a point for that as well. Scott Jacobs, but the one that was closest was Philip. So you get 2 points. Welcome, Philip. Appreciate that. All right, let's move on to the next punchline. How do you know when you are too drunk to drive? How do you know when you're too drunk to drive? For those of you that missed the announcements, we give 1 point for any creative answer here. We give 2 points for the closest to the correct answer. Those points go towards the end of the month drawing. Actually, not drawing, end of the month prizes. We're going to have the first, second, and third prize based on those points. We've also got some other prizes based on attendance points. So make sure you chat if you're in the room so that I see you in attendance and you get a point that goes towards our attendance prize at the end of the month, which is a $10 gift card for the channel or those channels that attend the most sessions. We've got some answers coming in here. You get in the back seat instead of the driver's seat. That's good. You think E stands for enough gas. That's really good too. You can't pick the right steering wheel from all three of them. Very good. I see all of you have some experience with this. I have a funny story about that. When I was a kid, I was driving home from my girlfriend's house. I was probably 16, and I came up on this truck that was a friend of mine who was 17 or 18 in front of me. And actually, I might have been 17 or 18, and maybe he was a year or two older, but somewhere in that age, we were, We were young and promiscuous, so I'm coming home and about to our turn that turns off onto our road that goes out to our house. And I come up behind him about a mile before we get to that turn, and he's driving like 40 miles an hour in a 55. So I start flashing my lights at him and stuff like that. I didn't realize he was drunk, and he goes to make the turn into the road, and he makes this really wide turn, and I realized he was drunk. And I told him about it the next day. He thought I was the police flashing the lights at him. When you are too drunk from BD. Okay, let's go reveal this answer. Hope you enjoyed that story. When you swerve to miss a tree, then you realize it was your air freshener. So you guys were on the right track, but nobody gets to the 2 points on that one. But we've got a point for Lily, a point for RV Ashes, and a point for Scott Jacobs, and a point for Bryant B&D Crafts. All right, let's move on to our next punchline. Why should you never date a tennis player? Let me set the timer for that. There could be a variety of reasons why. I played a little bit of tennis, but I never was a serious tennis player. Got about 60 seconds here to get your answers in for why you should never date a tennis player. What would be a funny reason why you might want to date a tennis player? Might want to not date a tennis player. Got some answers coming in here. I'll share them to my screen as soon as they show up on my StreamYard here, but we've got Because He Falls In and Out of Love. We've got She Will Hit You in the Balls by Lily's Gypsy Child. Because Might Get Served. They are so back and forth. Those are good ones. Got just a few more seconds here. We'll give a few more people time to respond if they want. Because He Might Get Served. They're so back and forth. We've got a few answers there. Okay, let's go over and reveal. I don't see any more answers coming in. Love means nothing to them. Love means nothing to them. Nothing super close to that. So we're just going to give 1 point for each of the answers that came in, which was RV Ashes in April, Lily Gypsy Child, B&D Crafts, and Scott Jacobs. All right, let's move on to our next one. How do you weigh a millennial? How do you weigh a millennial? Start that timer on weighing a millennial. Hopefully, if there's any millennials in the room, they don't get their feelings hurt. I like back 30, 40 years ago when comedians could really make fun of anybody and nobody got their feelings hurt. We're living in a different time now where you got to be careful what you say. While we're waiting for the answers to roll in for how do you measure a millennial, I'll mention again what I said at the start, that watch hours are important to us this month. We got our 1,000 subscribers, so we've actually made our contest payout based on watch hours. So if you get a chance to watch more of our videos, do full watch on our videos, that would be very helpful. Some people also will start a playlist before they go to bed for other channels that are needing watch hours. We do that with other channels as well. So if you'd like to be a watch hour partner, let us know. We'll be happy to do that. Put it up on a scale and see how many Instagrams it is. That is really creative. I like that. You take the smartphone away. I've seen a joke similar to that. I said something about how do you teach a millennial, or how do you teach your kids how it was growing up in the 80s? And Philip's pretty sure he knows this one. It's in Instagrams. Time's up. I'll give just a few more seconds here for the screen to catch up before I reveal it. I don't see any more comments come in, but there may be something come in because we do have a little bit of a delay here. So Artist on the Road is here. Good morning, Artist on the Road. Let's reveal this one in Instagram. So we all have a couple that are pretty correct here. Let's see who's closest. We have got, put it up on the scale, see how many Instagrams it's in. And in Instagrams, I think I'm going to qualify both of those for the 2 points. So Uncle Lisa gets 2 points. Philip Herb gets 2 points. BD Crafts gets 1 point. And that's all the points for that punchline. Let's see if we got some more punchlines to do today. Oh, we are ready for facts, falsies, and fiction. So if you are not sure how to play facts, falsies, and fiction, it is pretty simple. So this is about how well we know our community. Let me get rid of these banners here. There we go. It's about how well we know our community. So I'm going to put the first one up here. And so Foreverland, they came into a couple game sessions last month, but I haven't seen them in the last couple, but you may have seen them. They're a fairly new channel, so this might be difficult for people. But what we're looking for here is the fact. There's going to be 2 that are fiction, that are completely made up. There's going to be 2 that are true, but for other channels. There's only 1 that's true about Foreverland. So what we're looking for is the correct answer, and you can make any selection you would like here, but you can only make 1 selection. We're only going to take your first selection. So go ahead and put your answer in. We'll give about 60 seconds for those answers to roll in. Wow. People think 35 grandchildren. Everyone thinks 35 grandchildren. Wow. That's a lot of grandchildren. We have 7. So if you get this correct, you get 1 point. You don't have to be first. We've got 11 people in the room. We've got 4 answers in there. I'll give a little bit more time for some more people to answer. We got 4 people that feel pretty confident it's number 5. Hello, Graham. Thanks for coming in. RV Ashes in April. Think 5. Graham says 2. So we've got 1 variance there. Give just a few more seconds here for answers to come in. I'll go over and do a reveal. If any answers come in the next 10 or 15 seconds, I will go ahead and give them the correct answer. And let's reveal this. I was kind of surprised that so many got it right, but they do have 35 grandchildren. So their grandfather was a World War II hero. That was fiction. I made it up. Sang the national anthem at a Chiefs game. That's fiction as well. Said got his first job. I probably should have changed that to got her first job at age of 13 and first apartment at 16. That's a falsie. Artist on the Road. And went birding in Alaska. That is also a falsie. JC Journey got to do that as well. So remember these because they may show up as an actual fact for those channels in the future. Let's go on to the next one. Linda Barker. Linda Barker's been in a few of ours as well. And basically, did Linda Barker lose wallet on first day of a DC vacation? Did she own pet snakes, one of which was 12 feet long? Is she a pro dart player? Was her great grandmother a survivor of the Titanic? Was she a volunteer at Ross Perot's Embassy headquarters? Go ahead and get your answers in. We'll give about 60. I see Jerry Holly in the room. Thanks, Jerry. Hope you're doing well this Friday. We've got an answer of 2, an answer of 4, an answer of 1. So people are all over the place on this one. Another answer of 4, another answer of 1. So it looks like great grandmother and losing wallet are the popular ones. RV Ashes in April says 1. We've got 6 answers in, 12 people in the room. Give a few more seconds. Graham says 1. Okay, we'll give about 10 more seconds here, and then we'll reveal this answer. If you go ahead and get that chat in, if I see one come across the screen, even if a few seconds after I switch, because there is a delay, we will accept it. Slot Tour Adventures of Count Olrak is here. Hello. You selected 4, grandmother. That seems to be a popular one, along with 1. Let's see what the answer is. It is 1. She lost her wallet on the first day of a DC vacation. Own pet snakes, one of which was 12 feet long. That is actually true, but it's true about Artist on the Road. So that's another fact about Artist on the Road. So put that in your library of memory. Is a pro dart player. That's a falsie, because we do have a channel, James Cattonese, who is a pro dart player. He's got a bunch of trophies from that. And her great grandmother survived Titanic, fiction. Volunteered at Ross Perot Candidacy, also fiction. All right, I think we've got 1 or 2, 3, 4 more here. Let's see where we at on time. We're doing good. All right, our next one is one of our moderators who isn't here this morning. In fact, I don't have any moderators, but I think I'm keeping up fairly well. One thing that I'll remind for those of you that joined late, we're not entering the points as I go. I'm entering them afterwards, so that helps us go a little bit faster. But make sure if you're in the room, you enter a comment so you get the attendance point. And if you know any answers, make sure you enter the answers. So did Aron survive a tragic car accident in the 20s, spend 1 season as a crabber on Deadliest Catch, drive an 18-wheeler across the Alaskan highway? Did he own an angelfish hatchery? Or does he have a brother in stand-up comedy? Looks like the popular answer here is 4. We've got a 3 that came in. Uncle Lisa knows which one it isn't. We've got a 3, 2, and a 3. So we've got spent 1 season as a crabber, drove an 18-wheeler, and owned an angelfish hatchery. Okay, let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 answers and 15 people in here. 9 answers and 15 people in here. All right. Henry Does It also knows which one it isn't. I wonder if she knows the same one that Uncle Lisa knows it isn't. All right, guys, we're going to reveal this, but go ahead and put the one Henry Does It and Uncle Lisa and Henry Does It. Put the one that you think it isn't. I'm going to go ahead and reveal it. I want to see if you guys are right about the ones it isn't. I'm going to go ahead and reveal this, but if you've entered already, you should be coming up on chat in just a second. Number 5, that's Bob's. Number 1. Okay, you guys are right. There we go. Number 5 was Bob's Adventure. Number 1 was my wife, Christina, which happens to be Henry Does It's mother, so that's how she knew that one. Good morning, Armed American Patriot. Thanks for coming in. All right, so our correct answer was owned a fish hatchery. So those of you that said 4 will get 1 point. All right, one more here. A fact about the Gypsy and the vanilla gorilla. So whenever you see the answer that you'd like here, just enter your answer. I'm going to take these answers off of here. There we go. All right. Okay, starting the timer now for about 60 seconds. Gypsy and a vanilla gorilla rode bicycle from Tampa to Key West, helped trap banquets for the Jamaican government, caught a wounded turkey and nursed it back to health, visited Israel 6 times, or once worked with Diane Fossey. Okay, hopefully I'm back. Somehow my mic got muted and I didn't touch anything. So sound back, thumbs up, I hope. All right, so number 2, Artist on the Road was the one who helped trap bandicots in for the Jamaican government. Congratulations, armed American patriot. That's right. Baby was born on the 17th, 7 weeks early. Wow. I'm glad he's doing great. So very congratulations. We had another baby, Justin and Christina's van life, that was just born on the 20th. That's part of the community here. Continuing to get muted. I'm not sure why my mic keeps muting on its own, guys. So thanks for letting me know. Very happy that this turned out well for you guys. Take care of that little guy. Hello, Beyond Beauty. Thanks for coming in. I slept in this morning, so I wasn't able to get on your live as early as I am able to normally jump on there. Okay, so let's go try this again. I'm not sure why it is muting when I'm sharing my screen here. So let me share my screen again, and I'll keep an eye on it to see if it mutes me. Okay, let's see. Looks good. I don't see a mute. All good. Okay, so let's do this one. Chasing RV Sunshine Deb. Deb and Chris are the two people behind this channel. It's a fairly new channel. Good morning, Jarhead and Ginger. Thanks for coming in from Japan. And we're looking for these answers. So put in whatever answer you think is correct for Chasing RV Sunshine. Has run full marathons, 6 of them. Is a certified barista. Owns a coffee farm in Maui. Once hiked barefoot across the country. Was a junior Miss Tennessee in her teens. We've got 2 that came in with 5. Water broke this morning. Wandering Wiley is here. Hello. We're just answering facts. We're looking for the fact about these channels that are up on the screen. You get 1 point if you get the correct answer. You don't have to have the first answer, but only answer once. So 5 seems to be the most common answer here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With 5, we've got a couple 4s, a 2. This might be the first one. Nope, nobody's guessed 3. All right, so let's see here. Let's go reveal this in just a second. And see if anybody's got the correct answer. There we go. She has run 6 full marathons. Deb has run 6 full marathons. Is she a certified barista? No, that's Chris, my wife. Nobody owns a coffee farm in Maui. I didn't fool anybody with that one. But my other one, number 5, fooled a lot of people. She did not win, and I don't know anybody that's won a junior Miss Tennessee in her teens. Many of you might have known that number 4 was hiking across the country barefoot, was Blue Wave Bob. All right, so I will go back and give the people the points that answered that one correctly, which was number 1. I see that to be, looks like Scott Jacobs, Jerry Holly, Graham. All right. Next one is about JC Journey. Chris and Jody. Jody plays in the games a lot. They're not here today. They're actually one of our better players when they do show up on some of the Mad Gam and music trivia. Fact about Jody, or actually a fact about Chris at JC Journey. has visited 49 U.S. states, all but North Dakota and Maine. Was he caught trying to sneak Swiss Army knives on a plane? Once played in a high school basketball game against Larry Bird. Raced motocross for a few years in his early 20s, or once rode in a car with actress Gina Davis. All right, 60 seconds. Get your answers in. Henry Does It says raced motocross for a few years in the 20s. So does Artist on the Road. Uncle Lisa. RV Ashes in April says number 1. Jarhead Ginger says 5. Scott Jacobs says 5. BD Crafts 1. Slot Tour Olrak says 5. So 4, 1, and 5 are the key answers here. And Uncle Lisa's under pressure. You said 4. You went with the early answers. Jerry, Holly, and Grams come in with 1. Got 16 people in the room. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 answers. 12 answers. So that's most of the people. We'll go ahead and reveal this thing. Armed American Patriot says 3. Took the odd man out there. I think 2. We haven't had anyone yet that had all 5 answers, so nobody's picked 2 yet. Let's go see what the answer is. Once wrote Gina Davis is the fact. So it looks like Scott Jacobs and Jarhead Ginger and Adventures of Count Ulrich all got the correct answer. Those are the only ones. So let's go through the ones that are true for other channels. 1, has visited 49 U.S. states. That's me. Was caught trying to sneak Swiss Army knives. Nobody guessed this, and you want to remember this because this was Luckydawg Sue. She's in most of our lives. She's not here this morning, but she did get caught trying to sneak Swiss Army knives on a plane. I think she actually bought them maybe in Switzerland when she took a tour of Europe. Once played in a high school game against Larry Bird. I actually did that in there because this channel is all about bird watching. So if you've ever watched this channel, you'll know they're about bird watching, a lot of their nature and bird watching. And race motocross was completely fiction. So the fact was he once rode with G. Davis before he was popular. Okay, so here's our next one. I forgot I had this one in there. I think I might have just given everybody these points. So if you were listening, you may know this one. So go ahead and put your answers in for this one. Was Sue Luckydawg? Was she born in Germany? Does she bar hop while her spouse runs marathons? Did she used to breed German Shepherd puppies for show? Did she spend a month touring through Europe, England, and Ireland? Or did she nearly die in a car accident in her early 20s? Jessica says 4. Henry Does It. See if people were listening. A lot of people are saying 4. Spent some time in Europe. I think I do this once every show so far. I'm going to have to learn my content better. I gave one away last time too. We got some 1s and 2s coming in here, so some people might have not picked up on my hint on the last one, or maybe it wasn't a clear enough hint. That could be good. All right, give about the 20 more seconds here for answers to come rolling in. It looks like 4 is the predominant one. And if you remember on the previous slide when I was talking about, when I was back here talking about this, I said that Sue toured through Europe. And that is the answer. She spent a month touring through Europe, England, and Ireland. So those of you that answered 4 are going to get the correct points on that. We can't change. You can't change to 4 after I give more hints. But I'm sure I'll mess up again, so you'll probably have another opportunity. Okay, so that takes us through. Let's see how we're doing on time. 8:37. I think we're right on time here. So paparazzi. So I don't have many of these in yet, and I'm not sure how many will get these because you have to know the animals. But I'm going to go ahead and put this banner up at the bottom because we need your help. If you have pets, especially pets that you feature in your channel, at some point. I need just a quick little email about them. And I guess I'll also say, in addition, if you're going to send me something about your pets, also send me some facts about somebody on your channel. Armed American Patriot, you could actually just recently had an emergency C-section. That would be a fact about your channel, and then I build you into that facts, falsies, and fiction. That would be awesome. If any others have facts about your channel, send them to contact us at pauseeffect.com. And when you're sending that email, send us facts about yourself as well as some information about your animal, name, breed, some unique things it does, along with a picture. And we will get those into the rotation of our 2 new games, Facts, Falsies, and Fiction, and Paw Parazzi. So let's go ahead and play some Paw Parazzi here. Whose dog is this? This channel has been in a couple of our lives. I would have never guessed that they had a dog because I just haven't watched enough of their videos to see their dog enough. So maybe some of you have, and maybe some of you haven't. We're not giving multiple choice here, so you have to know the channel. So we may throw this one back up if nobody gets it today. So remember it. And we'll give about 60 seconds for channels to come in. His name is Charlie. He's a dog. He's a chocolate lab, and he loves to travel. And I'll give one hint, since this is early playing this. His owners' names are not Bill and Ted. His owners' names are not Bill and Ted. I'm going to answer Papa Drew. It's not Papa Drew. Jerry Holly's dog. It's not Jerry Holly's dog, actually. It's not Blue Waves. I'm not sure if Blue Wave have a dog right now. I think they said they didn't have pets, but I may be wrong about that. It's not Over the Hill. Give about 20 more seconds here, see if anybody gets this one. Okay, let's go reveal this and see whose it is. It's not Bill and Ted. I don't think anybody's picking up on the event. It's Bob and Tam's Excellent Adventure. Hence the hint, Bill and Ted. It was not Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Bob and Tam's Excellent Adventure. Check their channel out. This is kind of a unique way to do shout outs. Bob and Tam's Excellent Adventure. Actually, they're new to me, so I don't have a whole lot to tell you about this channel, but I encourage you to go check them out. And let's move on to our next one. What does this dog belong to? Which channel? So let's do the same thing here. Cassie is the name. She's a teacup poodle. She weighs only about 3 pounds and she's 13 years old. So go and put the names that you want in there. I see that Henry Does It just posted her Friday video. So make sure you check out those new videos that are coming out from each other's channels in here. Keep the community getting watch hours. We've got an answer of Luckydawg here. Another answer of Luckydawg. Hey, Jerry Holly, have fun on your Zoom. I also have to start working. It looks like the common answer here is Luckydawg. I don't know if people know it or if they're just taking the what people are saying, whether it's true or not here. But a lot of people saying Luckydawg. Dog house. Luckydawg. Luckydawg Sue's one of our prominent players. She's not here. And if she was, hopefully she wouldn't give it away. I should say that if you are featured either in a Facts, Falsies, Fiction or the dog Paw Parazzi, make sure that you either don't answer or you answer the wrong answer so that people don't catch on. All right, let's go see this. You guys had the correct answer, Luckydawg Productions. So all of you that said Luckydawg, Productions will be given 1 point. And we have a dog channel that just showed up, Forever Best Friend. Hey there, Charlie Grace with Rosie Bell Dog. Hey, Charlie Grace. About your doggy, as well as some facts about your channel. Address should be the link in the chat above. It's contact us at pawzeffect.com, PAWZEFFECT. All right, let's skip on over here and see where we're at. Okay, last game we're going to play is Trivia Bingo. Trivia Bingo is, we just play trivia, but the thing about the trivia is it's go into a bingo board. So you get 1 point trivia correct, and that'll go on our points board. But if you get a bingo, you get 25 points on top of that 1 point that you get for answering that trivia correctly. So today we're actually going to play movies trivia. We've only got time for a few today. We'll play more on Thursday, or on Wednesday. I'm sorry, on Wednesday next week. We'll play more on Monday. We'll play quite a bit more on Wednesday, because Wednesday is really our feature game night. We play for an hour and a half to 2 hours on Wednesday night. Monday morning will be another hour, so we'll probably play 2 or 3 on Monday. Today, we're going to work on movies trivia, and in this case, you have to be the first to get the answer correct. You don't have to spell it correctly. Hold on a second. Okay, so let's go ahead and move to some movie trivia. The first one we're going to do is a little bit of a trick question, because it's talking about the 60s and the 90s. So if you get this one correct, you're going to get to select the 60s box or the 90s movie box. Oscar Darling in 1965 was nominated in 1998 for the movie Afterglow. Her first name is Lee, and she won an Oscar for Darling in 1965 and was nominated in 1998 for Afterglow. What was Julie's last name? And go. Okay, it says I'm breaking up. Let me go read those again just to make sure that you guys heard the question. Who won an Oscar for the movie Darling in 1965 and was Oscar nominated in 1998 for Afterglow? Her first name was Julie. Is my audio still bad? Hopefully my audio is clearing up, so I can actually stop sharing that screen. That might help. I'll stop sharing those after. Hopefully that helps. Sounds good now? Okay, cool. And I do see a correct answer. Once I get back to my correct window. Here we go. All right, so we had quite a few answers. Sorry about the sound breaking up there. You never know with the internet. Let me go back here and see. We had a Julie Garland. That's not correct. Julie Andrews. That's not correct. Julie Christie was the correct answer. Artist on the Road gets that. So she will basically get, I need you to select which, let me go ahead and share my screen again real quick. You need to select whether you want that to go in the 60s box or the 90s box. Let's go back in here. So the 60s right here, or the 90s box, it would go right down here. Let me know, Artist on the Road, whether you want that in the 60s box or the 90s box. In session, whether you want it in the 60s or 90s box, and we're going to go ahead and play 2 more trivia before we wrap for today. Let me stop sharing. Sounds like my internet is going down fast. Okay, Artist on the Road selects 90s, so let's play some more trivia. Okay, let's do this. We won't do one from the 90s because we just picked that one. So let's do 60s. Which musical was based on Romeo and Juliet and was a 60s Oscar winner? They also made a movie out of it. It was a musical on Broadway and a movie. It was based on Romeo and Juliet and originally was created in the 1960s. Artist on the Road gets it first here. West Side Story. We've got It's About Time now in the room. Thanks for coming in. You got it correct, but you're right behind Artist on the Road. Sorry for the quality. Let me take myself out of the stream. Okay, let's see if that gets any better. Hopefully that's better. West Side Story, Artist on the Road gets that one as well. So she'll get a box in the movies for the 60s as well. So you get that 60s box as well. Let's do one more movie. Let me find one from a different era. Which controversial 80s and 90s singer married Sean Penn in 1985? So this one isn't really about a movie, but it's about an actor that was popular in the 1980s. Which controversial singer married Sean Penn in 1985? And this will go in the 80s box. It looks like Jarhead Ginger is first with the answer here. Madonna is the correct answer. Jarhead Ginger got it right before Lily's Gypsy Child. Slot Tour Adventures was right there. It's About Time Now, but I show first on both of my screens Jarhead and Ginger. So you guys will get a box on the bingo as well. Let's take a look at that here real quick. I'm not going to update it right now because it's in the presentation mode. I'll just summarize. Artist on the Road gets a box in the 90s. Artist on the Road gets a box in the 60s. And then Jarhead and Ginger will get a box right here in the 80s box. So we'll continue playing this on the next one. Thanks, RV Ashes and April, for coming in. And let's see where we are at. I think that brings us to the end of our session. Let me double check. Yes, that is it. That's the last slide. So we've got 9 minutes left. So we can either end early. Let me see if there is another live going on here shortly so that we can jump over there. And then also the other thing we can do is if somebody, actually we probably don't have time for a quick interview, but next time I would love to interview somebody on Monday. So instead of doing the interview today, if anybody thinks they'll be available on Monday morning at 8 and would like to come on for 5 or 10 minutes in the middle of our session, introduce their channel, tell us a little bit about themselves. If you could bring, yeah, Beyond Beauty would be great. So, but I'm looking for somebody to volunteer because when I asked during the session, nobody volunteers. So trying to get somebody pre-scheduled so we can maybe do a quick test beforehand and come on. It's 8 a.m. Central Time, so it'll be 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Monday morning. We also do Wednesday evening and Friday mornings. If you're interested in any of those, being a guest, you can send me an email. I'm putting the email in right now. You could even bring a trivia question or two to the mix, and we could have you ask one of the trivia so we can keep playing games while you're doing the interview. That would be cool. Beyond Beauty 3 is being requested here. I'm not sure if she's still in the room, but I'm on a lot of her lives, so I may ask her directly because she does a lot of interviews, but she needs to be interviewed as well. All right, Forever Best Friend, thank you. They're saying they can do Monday at 8 a.m. So we're going to put you down for Monday at 8 a.m. If we did it at, say, 8:15, did the actual interview then? Will that work for you, or do we need to do it right at the start? And if you'd like to bring in maybe a couple of dog-based trivia questions or something like that, we could do that as well. Maybe about some dog movies or TV shows, or even a dog that's featured in a song. Okay, perfect. All right, cool. Well, we'll see you on Monday. What I'll do, Monday morning, we have a dog video that we'll be premiering at 7:45. So I'll be on that chatting, but I'll also open up my StreamYard a little early, and I can send you a a link so you can join in on StreamYard. If you have a headset, that usually helps avoid any echo. But we will definitely bring you in for that, and I'll see you in the morning on Monday. Brian, let's put you down for Wednesday. Wednesday night, if you can do the evening, we'll do Wednesday night. And Beyond Beauty, have a great day, but we would love to get you on for an interview. We had you being requested, so if you can email me or let's just chat sometime about when we can get you on for an interview on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. All right, let me go check real quick to see if there's any channels we can go. We have not had any Chinese crested hairless yet. We would love to get that. So send some information, some facts about your channel. I think I might have received some. Your name seems familiar, or some of the ones that I might have received yesterday. Okay, so let's see here. Let me look real quick to see if there's another channel. Bear with me one second while I go trace down, see if there's anybody live so we can give them some help. Usually Daydream About Nice Things is live, but I'm not sure if they're live today or not. Let's see here. There's only one, and I am not real familiar with this channel, but we'll jump over there and give them some views. Just one second. I got to get the link. And we'll give you a link. You can jump over there, raid that channel, let them know you came over from Pause and Effect. And then after you do the raid with this channel, we can jump over to Henry Does It and watch their new video. I got to go get a workout in. Let me put this link up here. Okay, here's the link to the channel. It's at live stream, Average Joe live stream, and he's talking about physical therapy is what he's talking about. So if you guys can go to that link that I put in there, that would be great. Tell them Pause and Effect sent you, Pause and Effect raid. Check out live stream and then check out Henry Does It's videos and their channels. Say hi to them in the comments. And we will see you all tomorrow night on Blue Waves live. I think it's at 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern, maybe somewhere around that time. And we will be moderating on there. Otherwise, we'll probably see you on some lives later today or on Monday on our premiere at 7:45 Central Time or our live session on Monday at 8 a.m. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.